Hello, beautiful beings of light. Um, Connecting in because these energies are so big and so powerful. And I've been having themes coming up through my client sessions that feel so important to share, because I think it's what we are experiencing as a collective and what we're moving through. And it's this rage energy, it's this anger, it's this we've been having storms. We've been having these storms come through the last couple days, and they're violent is a good word to use. They're volatile. There's just a lot of energy coming through with it, and it is bringing out these um, behaviors almost of the experiences we've had being around anger when it has not been expressed in a safe and healthy way, or if we've grown up in a certain environment where it's been volatile, where there's been explosive anger, where it has not felt safe, and the past way that it is created, the way we respond to it. A couple of those ways is the pleaser and the what I call the pleaser, and the peacekeeper, right? And that's our way of controlling. That's our way of controlling. And this goes along with the divine alchemist, the people pleaser and the peacekeeper are two ways that we control in order to keep our environment like we need to, right? The people pleaser takes it outside of themselves of like, what's going to make this person happy? What's going to make this person happy so that they're not upset with me, so they don't leave me. It really is this core wound that we're trying to avoid of abandonment, which sits in the solar plexus energy. It's a masculine wound. So the solar plexus is a masculine chakra, and so it's in that place, and it's really at the surface here, so we can heal it and recognize where these wounds of abandonment have come from. And a lot of the times it is in our ancestral heritage, it is in our lineage of how we responded to attachments, right? But what wasn't there because it wasn't what our parents maybe didn't have to give to us because it wasn't given to them, or it might have been a feeling of not enoughness or self-doubt or low self-worth or not knowing how to connect to their children. So there was just this avoidant, right? It's almost like a parent's back was turned, and when a parent's back is turned, the only story that a child knows is that I did something wrong, there's something I did to cause this. So it can create this story of abandonment and then rejection, which is part of the heart center wound. So this fear of expressing anger can become our own story, and that's so known where we're around energy, even storms that feel so violent, and what our response or reaction is to it. If we feel scared, if we feel like we're not safe, if we're around like loud noises, loud people, angry people, like our response is a really good way to know, like, are we just trying to like, oh, okay, let's keep this settled down. Let's not, kind of walking on the eggshells, making sure everybody's okay so it doesn't even get to that heightened state. Are we just, self-sacrificing or giving over our needs to make sure other people are happy or other things are happy? And we can do that when it's people, but when it's a storm, there's not a lot we can do with it, right? So we can be afraid of it, or we can feel into it, right? We can feel this anger, rage from Mother Earth. And if we want to project our own story onto that, it could be from neglect, it could be from abandonment. She could feel really pissed off about that and is just expressing that in its fullest form. And we have to get really creative with how we're choosing to express our feelings. We didn't grow up with a toolbox of like safe and healthy ways to express feelings that won't hurt us and won't hurt other people. Um, so we can dance it out, we can draw it out, we can sing it out, yell it out. It's a movement. It wants to be moved. And so, the next time that storm rolls in, can you put on the music? Can you, wave your arms around like the branches that are, in the wind? Can you like pound, make the pounding of the rain? It's a full embodiment and embracing of this energy, of drawing the energy with the music, drawing the energy with the dance, and releasing like that people pleaser or being not, that fear of not being received is really what that abandonment wound is that feeling of not being received by someone else. But we can surrender to that, really that penetration of that rain of like right into the heart of us, and allow. Um, there's a couple cards that have come up with this, and these are the archetypes of the Age of Light. This is the art of the sacred feminine when we are connected into our divine alchemical heart. The divine alchemist is the art of alignment, right? When we are alchemizing with our heart, when we can learn to speak our needs, right? Become the truth teller instead of the people pleaser or the peacekeeper, which is exhausting, which is so exhausting, and can create a lot of anger and frustration and rage. But we may feel like we're going to be misunderstood when we speak our truth, or we feel like it's not going to be received. But the high priestess is one who can speak her truth from her heart center, can alchemize those feelings and allow it to be received, right? With compassion, with kindness, with love. It's not coming from the headspace where it's like, do this, I need this done, right? When we're tired, exhausted of being the pleaser, like just do it, get it done, right? When we can speak it from the heart center, when it can come up and out, connected into our wisdom, connected into our heart space, and allow it to move out, then it can be received. So divine alchemy, right? The alchemist is one who can move these wounds into wisdom, can move from the past, the pleaser, the keeper, the peacekeeper, and into a place of the truth teller. Yeah, the truth teller, the one who can have that be received. That is our solar feminine, our meta, our sacred rebel, right? The one that just says, yes, this is what I need. This is how I need it, with confidence and courage, and moves it out there and takes action, and trusting that will be received, right? And that is the art of the sacred feminine. That is the whole art of the sacred feminine. Is just, I trust, I allow. And allowing is just allowing, is a choice. You get to choose to give over, surrender, but surrender sometimes feels like we don't have a choice. So allow in order to open and be fully received and fully receive. It's the art of the sacred feminine that we're rolling through here with these storms, recognizing what it's bringing up that kind of blocks us, stops us, makes us want to move into those spaces, and really knowing that it is this art of the feminine that is connected to our emotions, and to feel all of our emotions are okay, have safe and healthy ways to express them is so important. It's not, some feel like that it can be like, this isn't a good, this lowers my vibration if I'm sad. No, like it even brings you closer to your highest vibration, your highest timeline, because you're honoring it. You're allowing it to have a place to be received, to be seen, to be heard, to be felt. That is the art of the feminine, not to push it down, shove it away, not feel. Like, to be human is to feel. And so if you are feeling any of those feelings, It's okay to breathe into them, to feel into them. If you're sad, allow yourself to be supported, to cry it out, to put on the music, to just feel it. And if you're angry, dance with it, draw with it, sweat with it. Anger is a movement that wants to be moved, and we have to get creative with it. But it's sacred anger when it has an intention. It's not toxic anger where it's just being spewed out everywhere and it's unsafe and it's scary. And people are just like, you're wanting to put the guard up and you're wanting to push out, and no, that's not safe to be around. No, when it has an intention, when it has a purpose of being moved and seen and felt, and you're in a container that is keeping you safe and keeping others safe, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's actually just a part of the process, the grieving process. It's part of whatever has been being pushed down for so long that's ready to be moved out. Okay, so I think that's good for today. Really feeling this in the throat chakra, right? The truth teller, from people pleaser to peacekeeper to truth teller. This is our divine alchemist heart and our creatrix energy, in our feminine, our light body warrior, feminine energies that's helping to balance the masculine, that solar feminine energy that lives in the solar plexus, and the siren, right? That voice that speaks the truth, the vibrational frequency, that is the partner to the divine alchemist. So feel into those archetypes. I'm going to stop from here, but thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'll see you next time with so much love.